Live from outside of a box of butthole flaps. It's the Grandma's Virginity Podcast, episode 33. On this 100% Jackie-free episode, Ryan whines about his latest failed female encounter.
You're making me sick with how nerdy you seem.
Well, what am I supposed to do?
Okay, continue.
Her speakers are blowing out.
All right, okay.
And reminds a hungover Justin about his.
There's a beautiful woman standing in front of you. You're flopped on the couch. The woman's standing, and you're just kicking the back of her legs.
Shut your mouth. Wow. God bless me.
Justin imagines a new life abroad.
Crumpets and tea, would you like? Governor? Hello. Fuck you. I'm going back to America. I'm not happy anywhere.
And Abed stops by. Or does he?
Should we cut that?
No. Fuck no, are you kidding me?
Plus, listener email, smiles, dials, and a whole lot more. So grab onto your speaker strips and let it rip, because here we go.
All right, everybody. Welcome to the Grandma's Virginity Podcast, episode 33. The best episode of all of the ones that you've heard before. With me, as always, is Ryan Ridley.
Hello.
Wait, why can't I hear you? Oh, your mic's not on. Hold on.
Hello. Hello.
Yeah, because you're on a different mic.
Hello.
Is Ryan Ridley, and that's it. Just me and Ryan this time.
Oh, wait. I don't understand, Justin.
Yeah,
Where's Jackie?
Well, Jackie's on a temporary hiatus because of her job.
Oh, I thought maybe she's pregnant.
No. She's not pregnant. At least that's what we've been instructed to say. And she's just, her job has got her, beaten down, and she can't. She just doesn't have any time.
It's not just her job that has her beaten down.
Yeah, it's the circumstances of life.
It's
her
the
life.
cruel fate.
Yeah.
That the gods have.
She's been dealt a dirty hand.
Well, I don't understand. How can this be the Grandma's Virginity Podcast without Jackie? I know that I'm not going to enjoy it as much.
Well, hey, me either. But the ship must sail forward. We've got cargo to deliver.
So wow. So this is the first episode where it's just going to be you and I in a room.
Yeah, we're treading new ground here. Don't look me in the eye while we record. I don't know if I can handle it. It's too intimate. I don't do well with intimacy.
Where should I look? At my feet?
Just find an object and sort of just focus in on that. I'm just kidding. I don't know.
Will you do a little voice for it?
Hello, Ryan.
Hey there, Mr. Paper Towel.
I'm just a paper towel.
Yeah.
Jackie's not here. She'll be back. Don't worry. I'm
a little worried.
Well, there's no need to panic. Everything will be fine.
Well, look, the point is that we could wait forever to have Jackie back, but then we wouldn't be putting out new shows.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Better or worse, by hell or high water, we're going to try to get back on a regular schedule.
Yeah, here we are.
Because you know what? We fucking want listeners to listen to this show, and we want the goddamn Onion AV Club to talk about us in their weekly Podmas column.
Yeah, but
and
now
we want people to actually lump us in with all these other fucking comedy podcasts. You know what? I'm sick of it. I'm going to say it. Why? Why aren't we good enough, media? Aren't we fucking good enough for you?
I don't know. I don't know. I feel like we haven't earned it yet.
What do we
70
have to do?
episodes.
What do we have to do?
Once you get to 70 episodes, then you can really
we
get
have
upset.
Dino Stamatopoulos, we have Dan Harmon, we have Sarah Silverman, we have Tom Gamble, Max Pross. What? Oh, we're not getting good enough guests? Oh, okay, forget all that. What about aside from that? Isn't just us funny or entertaining or interesting?
I don't know.
Enough?
I don't think so.
I'm not going to start talking shit about these other podcasts, but come on. I'm not going to name anyone specifically, but for crying out loud, I've sampled, and I'm not saying I'm not a fan of all of them. There's a lot that I have a lot of respect for. But other ones, these goddamn media outlets, the Onion AV Club and these other places, they just, the top 10 comedy podcasts, da-da-da-da-da. And I couldn't listen to less charismatic, interesting people with less compelling broadcasting skills.
Well, some of
Yet
them...
I got the voice of Oscar from Fishhooks, who can go off on flights of fancy that are as funny as I have ever heard.
Well,
folks,
look, I don't have that kind of confidence about
reach into your pockets
self.
and just pull out your cell phone and not your money and call the offices of some website or something that has some sway. And you're saying to yourself, well, why do you care, Ryan? Who cares? Just do your show. We love you. Do you? Because our numbers are plummeting.
Yeah.
I pay attention. It's too depressing to even look. We've been doing the show a year. We're losing ground. We're not gaining it. If we're a business, everybody be fired.
We'd be calling Gordon Ramsay if we were a restaurant. We'd be like, shit, we need to figure this out. What's going on? Do we need to fire our head chef or is the waitress?
Do we need to redesign the garage? Do we need to get rid of some of these toys?
Do we need to redesign
what
the fucking?
Fuck are all these fucking Transformers?
Yeah, that's what he'd say, and I'd say, look, they help me. No, speaking of that, I'm
knock the Four Loko can out of your hand.
Yeah, what the fuck?
First of all,
yeah.
You don't need this.
That guy's something else. But yeah, like I am gonna clean the fucking garage. I feel like I started to panic last week. I feel trapped by all the shit that I have, and I feel I'm suffocating. So I'm like, fuck this. I'm done. And I've done. This is the first time in my life that I've ever done this, and I don't know what that says to anybody, but I fucking started just taking shit and throwing it into a box to just fucking purge from my life. Just shit that I paid money for, shit that I collected. I'm just like, fuck it. You know, I'm getting rid of it. I can't. It's gonna.
You're suffocating.
I'm gonna end up on Hoarders if I like seriously. I'm gonna be on Hoarders, crying and panicking and having a fucking anxiety attacks because of all the fucking Legos and bullshit I have in my life. I want to be free. That's my. You're upset about the ratings. I'm not.
Ratings
or whatever you call it. The listenership. I'm upset about this fucking garbage, and it's overwhelming. I don't even know where to begin. I look, Ryan, I cleaned off one little nook up there.
Well, first of all, don't get rid of the shit in your house.
Believe me, that's what I'm doing. But in order to remove shit from my house, I have to make room here.
All right, well, what was on that shelf?
It's like a fucking game of Tetris. And I need to clean rows below to fucking make room.
Wait,
you have to start at the,
That was all you took care of when you told me?
No, believe me, I spent hours. Here's what I did. I started just little things here and there, like okay, I'm very unfocused, and it's very hard for me to do this. But so this is what I did, and I just started, just floating from room to room, moving shit that shouldn't be in this room into the room it should be in. And that took me fucking hours, and then I cleaned that thing off with the intention of, reorganizing this to put all the books that are just stacked in my fucking house up into the goddamn bookshelf.
What'd you get rid of? What was on that shelf?
Shit that I don't even fucking care about. It's in a box inside. I'm gonna take it to Salvation Army and just dump it off. And then what I spent the rest of my day on was my comics. I've got so many fucking comic books, and I'm thinking, oh man, these will be worth a bunch of money someday. And I'm going through, and I'm going online, and there's this comic book price guide I found, and I'm just searching all these titles that I'm just sure must be worth money. Nothing's worth anything. It's all. I wasted all of. I mean, not that I was buying them really as collectibles. I was buying them to read, but there was always that hope that, like, I'll hold on to these. Now I'm just like, fuck it. I just want to get rid of these things. I'm like, I can't get rid of them quick enough. I've got 18 boxes of fucking comics downstairs in my living room, just sitting in the middle of my fucking living room that I don't know what to do with them. Do I sell them on eBay? Do I try to scrape together whatever fucking pennies and pence that I can, hay pennies I can get for them? Or do I just give them away to some fucking hospital with sick kids that can fucking read them and get their...
Oh, issue 34 of good.
Of Ultima, or not Ultima, like I don't know. That's a video game. Like the Avengers, or
some horrible
Authority,
some horrible Garth Ennis comic.
No, actually, funny you should say that. That's one of the authors I'm keeping all of anything written by Garth Ennis.
Yeah, well, he's good. He's got skills.
Well, he's hit or miss.
He's incredibly violent and children in the children's hospital.
Yeah, the first few issues of The Boys.
Yeah,
just horrible rape and drugs and titties.
Well, okay, let's talk about what this...
I got cancer, but this is helping cure it. This is great. I'm dying.
So what obviously this means is you're reaching a threshold, I think. Are you becoming a man? Are you growing up?
I don't know, but I'm definitely... something's got to change. The dams are about ready to burst.
Yeah, well, why don't you talk about everything else that's happening?
So I broke up with my girlfriend. The one that I was going to marry, if you dial back, I don't know how many episodes ago. And that's fucking depressing because she's, acting like I fucking killed her family. Like, she won't even respond to my emails. She won't, like, it's like, why can't I just get a fucking breakup that's sort of, like, cool, where it's like,
stress-free.
Not even stress-free, but just like you break up with someone, but then like, you can still talk to them and maybe have sex every once in a while, like the post-breakup, like sort of taper it off. No,
that's always
no.
clean.
I never get that. I get the fucking, the fucking gates of, Fort Knox closed down and, the fucking security system gets put up.
Well, good. That's how it should be.
I guess. I don't know. I guess I've only had the other kind once, other time in my life, and I haven't had that since. It's always been just the worst. But this wasn't even that bad. It was just like, I don't know. I mean, it sucked, but I didn't do anything wrong. It just wasn't working.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't right, and so we broke up, and now I'm this fucking horrible, villain or something. I can't even,
You broke the poor girl's heart. What do you want?
Well, look, I'm not being a dick to her. Like,
I know, but it doesn't mean she's not hurt.
I'm not like emailing her going, "Hey, let's go out to eat and have fun." I'm just like, like responding to her request for me to mail her fucking shoes and skirt that I don't have. And my response is not like, I'm just very nicely going like, I'm really sorry. I've been cleaning up and I haven't seen those things. And here's some advice for your job. And blah, blah, blah.
I wonder what Jackie would think of all this. Hold for nothing because she's not here.
Well, I wish I had I wanted to try to throw together a Jackie soundboard for this episode to just trick everyone, because I could just hit like, "This is boring," or
Justin,
"Can I go home?" Yeah, or "Come on, you guys."
Well, or just the sound of her keyboard.
Yeah,
tapping as she looked online.
It's fine.
More interesting.
I'm
really curious what people are going to think of this. Write back. Write us. Tell us. Comment on the Facebook page. Maybe we don't want Jackie.
Here's
back.
my thing. It's fine. We've got a lot of shit to talk about.
All right, well, let's talk about it.
Well, we have been. Why don't you tell me your crazy? Ryan's teasing me about this insane date he had.
Oh,
and I purposely would not let him tell me anything about it, just so we could, it could be fresh and I can hear it at the same time as you hear it.
I was ranting about it inside my love life as a whole. I've been single again now for the last couple months. And it's right back to the misery and the frustration and the depression. And I was telling Justin, I got this job. We've mentioned that in the podcast. I'm getting paid as a writer on a TV show,
called In-Betweeners.
Well, whatever.
MTV, look it up.
We don't need to mention it specifically. The point is that I've got
Check
a job.
it out.
I'm earning money.
He's writing it on a TV show now. Come on, ladies.
Okay, maybe I still drive a shitty car and I live in a garage still, but I'm practical. I'm frugal. And
saving up for that house, that beach house, the pink one.
The point, and I'm dressing better. I just spent $50 on a sports coat at Forever 21.
Hear that, ladies?
And the point is that I'm going out to these parties and out on these OkCupid dates and out at events, and it's like girls are looking at me like I'm their sister. There can't be less interest or attraction coming from these women. Yeah. Unless, of course, I have no interest in them. Then, boy...
Well, that's how women work.
Yeah, but anyone that I'm attracted to,
isn't it?
I'm wearing there's a force field around me.
Isn't it, ladies? Why don't you email us in? Is that how it works? No interest?
I'm not being sweaty and desperate. I just go up to girls at parties and I start being charming and flirtatious. But no, they'd rather get the guy the guy with nothing going on in his life.
The guy with the fucking garage band and he works at fucking the local coffee shop.
Yeah,
doesn't even work at Starbucks. He works at the shitty one.
Well, that's actually cooler because he's not a corporate
okay, well, fine. Then
tool.
there. I stand by what I say. He worked at the cooler one,
Yeah. And
that's why the girl likes him.
He's
She's
definitely
like, oh,
less attractive than me, right, Justin?
Well, I'm not into guys. I really don't have a good sense of... No,
come on, bro.
No, people give me a hard time about this. I don't know. I don't know who's attractive.
Look,
if you show me a guy with like a cleft palate or like, a fucking, just clearly malformed face, then sure, yeah, I get it. He's
look at
not
me
good
though.
looking.
Look at the symmetry.
I don't know. I can't tell. I mean, for all I know, you could be hideous to women.
Oh, sure.
And I look in the mirror and I'm like, I don't fucking know. I think I might be. I don't. Who fucking knows, man? I think I'm probably pretty ugly. I don't know.
Yeah, you're okay.
Well, I certainly hate myself.
Uh-huh.
So what, you know?
Well, I know that I'm relatively attractive, and thank God I could say that with liberation now, with not nary a snicker from over there in that empty chair. I could say it. I'm free to scream to the hills.
I don't know.
I'm a good-looking guy.
I think even without Jackie in the room,
that still makes everyone's
it's in
asses
your
clench.
head. She's in your head, man.
Yeah, of course. So anyway, I can't get any woman interested in me. So then I go on a date with a girl who I met at a thing, and
wait. What do you mean you met her at a thing? What does that mean?
I met her at a screening. An
okay,
event,
back up.
a public thing. I didn't meet her online. The point is,
Okay,
I met her in the real world.
You know, you just got done saying, I go to these things and nobody looks at me.
All right, okay,
so how did
fair
you
enough,
get this
fair
girl?
enough.
How did you get this girl hooked
All
in?
right, okay, so fair enough. So I wrote her a Facebook message the next day, and we spent like about a week and a half kind of going back and forth. You could tell we had good chemistry. She's funny. We're writing back and forth.
All right. That's how it works nowadays.
So I just go, hey, you want to get a drink sometime? So she says, yeah, I'd love to. Okay. So we make a plan, and we meet last Tuesday. And we end up, like, she lives kind of further on the west side, so we meet in the center of Hollywood. You know, it's like a half-hour drive for me. And we meet at this bar.
I think I know what you're going to say.
What?
She and her roommate switched bodies, like in one of those fucking crazy movies. And so when she showed up, she was totally weird.
And she was like, let me explain.
No, yeah, she's like, she tried to play it off at first. She didn't remember any of these conversations you had. It was
Wait a minute. Are you saying that the
girl
her body with her roommate's mind showed up?
Yeah, correct. And you didn't even in this.
Well,
roommate,
wait a minute. That wouldn't make any sense.
Yeah,
Unless,
of course it would, because it's like we have to.
The fat one is who with her mind is telling the skinny one with the roommate's mind to go to the date. Do you know what I'm saying? I thought you were going to say that let's say because she obviously the girl I
it's
went
like
with
vice
attractive.
versa, right? So when Fred Savage and the fucking whatever.
I know, but I'm saying.
So the dad still has it's the kid's mind, but he still has to go to work.
Ah, okay.
So it's this girl's, body that you've been talking to.
Yeah.
She has to, but it's the mind of the other roommate.
Yeah.
She doesn't even know who you are.
Yeah.
That was too much work to get to the.
No, but I get that. But I
and
guess
that's what happened, right?
She should have just been honest and shown up as the fat one with the
and
original
said, "Look,
brain.
I'm not really fat. I'm
the same girl you met. I'm the same attractive young woman that you met at the thing."
That's an interesting. That's
yeah,
an interesting take.
And how I don't know how superficial you are, but if you don't care about me for who I am, then I'm not interested in proceeding with this date anyway. And I'm like, look, I just met you. Like, I hate to say it, but there's a certain barrier you cross when you get to know somebody that, yeah, you can maybe look beyond looks, but we're not there yet, sweetheart. I'm out of here.
And then
good luck with your body switching.
And then you turn to walk away, and you run into the girl that you thought you were going to be seeing because the room.
And she's an
idiot,
there. Of course.
She's as dumb as a bag of bricks.
Yeah. And
she's
I'm like,
fat. Because really, she's fat and stupid.
Yeah, oh, you mean the fat? God, that's horrible.
It's confusing, isn't
it? The fat one. So the
fat
beautiful
one is
the
horrible.
beautiful one is also really smart and intelligent and
great.
funny. Okay.
Yeah, it's like a fairly.
So what's the
Fairly's
lesson
brother.
we learned here?
The lesson is that fat people are vile and gross, and beautiful people are awesome.
But if their minds are in the bodies of an attractive woman, then game on. I end up I took her
and
home.
also they aren't really fazed by the fact that they've been switched, and they're gonna just fucking be honest about it. And the hot girl's gonna show up in the fat body and just be, look, this isn't my body. I don't know how to get back in the other one. I'm not gonna even mince words about it. No need for unnecessary conflict.
Well, was there a skull? Did you both grab onto a skull?
Yeah, I mean, look, we had a skull. There was a potion we drank, and a pentagram,
and we were standing by a fountain. That was, I mean, any one of these things could have been.
We
A
don't
gypsy
know.
cursed us earlier because we had hit her with our car. I mean, who knows how to pinpoint?
Yeah, and so here we are. Let's get our seat. Our seats are ready for two.
So anyway, anyways,
the real story.
The real story is the girl shows up and we have some drinks. Now, I'm not. Look, I'll go out drinking with a girl, but I've never gone on a first date where like we get crazy and get hammered. I understand a first date's getting to know each other. So usually on every first date I go on, it's like 2 drinks. It's the first drink to kind of loosen up, and then if you're having a good time, there's a second drink. It's 2 hours, you're in and out. I fully expected that. I am nursing my second drink. She's on her third. Now, what are these? These aren't glasses of wine or beer. These are fucking tequila and whiskey drinks. That's right, tequila and whiskey, because she started off in tequila, and then she switched to whiskey. So she's on her third cocktail, and I'm still nursing my second. So I'm like, I gotta drive. Like, I can't.
Yeah.
She ends up ordering 4 cocktails while I drink 1.5.
Whoa.
And then I order a beer just to not look like such a pussy.
And then she pulls off her mask, and it's Andy Dick. That's bad. I would try to think of somebody better.
Yeah.
Who's more iconically alcoholic-y.
We can't edit that out. So, do you? Is it worth the derailment of my
No,
story?
go ahead.
So we're sitting there, and it's like a normal first date. She's, it's kind of that tension and shy a little bit. But by fucking her fourth drink, she's literally like, the waiter comes over and it's a nice place, and he's got like, I guess this thing is they got their ties tucked into their shirt. She's like tearing his tie out of his shirt.
Boy.
What's this?
Is this
where
I've heard of
are you from?
these.
Yeah, where are you from? Like just like
People wear these around their necks, don't they? I think I've seen these before.
I mean, really embarrassing behavior.
Where is she from? That she's what's this? A tie?
No, I mean,
what do they call these things?
No, she knows that what a tie is. His tie was tucked into his shirt.
Oh,
it was like a stylistic thing.
What kind of behavior is that?
And so she pulls it out, and so she kind of like almost like is she
like
more interested
farting
in the waiter?
and shitting?
No, she's no. She's like kind of paying too much attention to him.
Oh,
yeah. He like keeps coming over. She's like, wait. What do you? Come here. Oh, what are you? Where are you from?
Oh, I can tell you what was going on there.
What?
She was uncomfortable around you. She was like cutting loose, and you're sitting there like her teacher, fucking, and she's like, "Fuck, I need something else to focus on." So she's the waiters. How old was this girl, by the way?
24.
Oh, okay, so she's kind of young. She's still got the party and
yeah, exactly. So I'm sitting there. I don't know what to say to the waiter. I'm like, do I apologize? Do I go, oh, okay, sweetheart, let's not. I could even tell the waiter was sort of avoiding our table because, like, he's like being polite, but he doesn't want his fucking tie yanked out.
Oh my god.
So anyway,
did he tuck it back in?
Yeah, of course.
Oh my god.
So we left it. He's like polite and sober, and
Yeah.
So we leave, and
I would hope so.
I'm like, hey man, I'm sorry about this. Oh no, it's okay. Oh, people do it all the time. Like totally trying to like make me feel comfortable, even though you knew like.
Yeah, it happens
he was
every
like,
night.
What the fuck? Yeah. So now this girl.
She's here every night.
4 cocktails in, and she wants to drive home. She wants to just get right in her car and drive home.
Uh-oh.
And you know how I feel about that because
yeah.
It's a whole other story. But our I don't even.
Well,
wanna
don't even
say.
get into
Okay.
it. But yeah,
So-
Ryan
so-
has specific issues with drinking and driving.
Yeah. So anyway, I knew someone who died. Like, I had a friend who died.
All right,
drinking
you
and driving,
happy?
right? So
I knew someone who died.
yeah,
Okay.
It's true. I don't. Call me crazy, but these fucking people. Am I ranting too much?
No, it's fine. Look,
Okay.
you're in a bad mood. It's
So
fine.
these people that don't think anything of drinking and driving, like they don't like nothing had happened to them, like this idiotic shit that I thought it was a joke. It's like racism. Like, really? Don't we know better by now?
Yeah.
You don't drop an N-bomb. You don't say, "Oh, I
Unless
can handle
you're
drinking
totally
and
not
driving."
racist and you're just joking
Oh,
around.
ironically, like
yeah.
you.
Yeah.
But the point is, you know what I'm saying? It's like outdated thinking. Like, haven't we moved on? Like, don't we all understand that you can't drink and drive? Like, all the shit that these people say whenever I try to get them to stop drinking. I can handle it. Believe me, I'm not like you. I can handle driving.
So what happened? What did you do?
So I'm like, I can't let this girl drive, but I'm also still trying to play it cool because
God.
I'm on a date with and I'm so I can't be
Is
like,
she hot?
yeah. So I'm like, oh, I can't. Excuse me,
You
I
blew it.
made her take your keys. So I'm like, okay, I got to figure out a way to not let this girl drive, but still come off cool.
Yeah.
So I'm sort of like, maybe we should just chill out for a little bit. And so, what's your interest level in this story, by the way?
I'm very interested.
Okay. So, I get her to and everyone asked me, like, why did you let her in her car to drive to begin with? I'm like, I don't know. I couldn't figure out a way to, like, she was insisting she got in her car to drive. I don't know what happened, but we ended up in her car. And so I'm like, well, why don't you just pull over to the side here? So
wait,
she
and
pulls
you
over
just
to the
left
side.
your car there?
Yeah, we weren't far from the place. Like, we
Okay.
just literally pulled around a corner, and I said, why don't you just go ahead and pull over real quick? So she pulls over, and I was like, just like chill out. And she cranks up her music to, like, we just pull over and park, and she cranks her music up to, like, speaker blowing out levels, and she's like, just like, yeah, like fucking
Oh
music.
my
And
God.
I'm just like
Oh
sitting there, I'm
my
like,
God,
and then
it's
I'm like going,
horrible.
oh God, I'm like sweating. I'm going, okay, why don't we turn the music down just a little bit?
Oh
I can
my God,
hear it just
dude.
fine. I can really rock out at this level.
Oh, dude, you're making me sick with how like nerdy you
Well,
seem.
what am I supposed to do?
Okay, continue.
Her speakers are blowing out.
All right, okay. I've got a great solution, but I want to hear how this resolves before.
So we're sitting there, and I'm literally thinking, like, I'm gonna have to. I'm like, how do I stall this girl? Because the date's effectively over. She was gonna drive home, and this is now not. This is all after. This is all post game. This is all what do you call it?
man.
Extra innings. I'm like, I go
All right.
just trying to figure out a way. So I'm like, I'm gonna just make a move on her. So like, we'll make out for a couple hours, and then she'll sober up. But I didn't end up doing that because what happened is no, listen, keep listening, God damn it. We're in the first act. No, we're in the second act now.
I hope so.
So
this is the darkest hour. This is definitely towards the end of Act 2.
So all of a sudden, somehow she ends up like going, fumbling through her. Oh, I've got cigars. She pulls out these like those more like a Swisher Sweet, like the thinner, not like a.
Wait, can I ask
Tony
you really
Sopranos
quick? Why didn't you?
stogie.
You just said I was gonna make out with her. Why didn't that?
Because I don't know. It was like we were still like this whole.
Be honest.
Well,
You were afraid.
no.
You were too scared.
No,
Come on.
we were parked on this public street. Like we weren't like in make-out corner. We weren't on like the fucking overlook.
Sure. So what?
So I can't make out with a girl for 2 hours. Like, and also the cops could have pulled over any second. And she's got the keys in the ignition. Like, she could have still got in trouble.
Okay.
So like I was gonna try to get her to like park somewhere, sort of hidden away.
How far away from your place were you?
Oh,
by the
like
way?
a half hour away.
Oh,
like just
Jesus.
ridiculous.
Okay.
Yeah, like the other side of town.
Okay.
So she's got these cigars. So I'm like, okay. So I go. So she's like, I don't have a lighter. I'm like, bing. Now we've got a quest. Like, that's what we'll stall this girl. We'll go on a quest to fucking find a mattress. So I go, why don't we go to Norm's, the diner down the street? And, so we go to Norm's, we pull in.
You're still driving? Why not just walking?
That's what I said, because it was raining, which is another reason she shouldn't have been driving.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
All right.
So we pull in Norm's. It's like, a block away, so whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So we pull in Norm's. What are two cop cars are in Norm's parking lot.
Of course.
One of the cars is running. We park. We go into Norm's. Ask the people at the counter, you have any matches or lighter? No, we don't. All of a sudden, she's off asking every customer in the goddamn place if they have.
Oh my God!
Right? And she's like, and the old black guy doesn't have any.
She's worse than I am when I'm drunk.
Oh yeah. You guys would be great together. Then she goes, I'm gonna go ask the cops.
Oh.
I'm like, no, sweetheart, no, nobody's asking the cops. No interaction with the cops right now. Like,
whoa.
She was gonna go bolt over to the cops' table.
She was definitely drunk.
Yeah. Maybe I was doing the right thing, not letting her drive.
It's hard to say.
Say.
Keep going.
So then I literally I somehow get her to not go to the cops, and then there's like one of those claw machines, and I'm like, let's play this, like another distraction. It was like babysitting. I was like, the kid wants to dart away, and I'm like, hey, what about this? Ha! Win your prize. So then of course we don't.
Jesus, how long? I mean, you got to do that for a while before somebody's sober enough to drive.
I know.
Hours.
Well, let me continue my tale.
Okay.
So then
let's go get some donuts.
Yeah. So then, I actually said, you want to eat? No. So then we go out, and we're walking out back to her car, and we walk right past, in diners, like right past the big picture window where the booth on the other side of the window is the cops.
Oh, no.
And she goes, also she stops. She goes, like literally to the cops, to the window.
Why?
And she's like, your car's running. Because their car was running, which I know is probably just because it's probably protocol. Leave one car running in case they get a fucking emergency call.
Yeah.
So yeah, one of the cars is running. I get it. Your car is running. She's like literally just doing this, flailing in front of the window, and they're like, they're on the other side, so they're gonna see her. So I literally, and I was already a few steps ahead, so I ducked down and I walked back over, like essentially out of frame, and I just pulled her legs. I'm like, I didn't want it to look like I'm pulling. Like I didn't want. So I just kind of come on.
Yeah,
let's
all
go.
they hear is a girl waving and then you pulling her away. That.
So then and we're kind of laughing and giggling, and it's actually kind of fun. Like she's not like she's obviously acting crazy, but it's not like it's like you. We still have fun when you act like a drunken maniac when we're on the street and you're trying to get into psychic, tarot card reader places at 2 a.m. with a bottle of tequila. It's still fun, but it's like, Jesus, So
that would have been great if they had let us in.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's another story. So so anyway, so get her back to the car, and then first thing she does, I don't know why at this point I just didn't grab her keys, but the first thing she does, she turns around and she goes the wrong way, right past the cops now. And I'm like, no, you gotta go the right way. You gotta just please, like, don't draw any, like, let's follow every rule when we're driving in front of cops. How about,
Yeah.
So I get her to turn, this is what I'm talking about. The whole thing, then we don't have lighters, matches, so we end up going to the gas station. I get some lighters, matches, and a fucking big bottle of water because I'm going to sober this girl up. I'm on a mission, and I'm telling her, I actually made the joke later. I'm like, okay, what kind of guy tries to sober a girl up, huh?
Yeah.
On a date. So then, I got to get my keys from the valet, so I tell her, because I want to make sure I got my keys before they left, so I didn't know how long this fucking operation lasts, so I said, pull over. She pulls over onto the curb, like one tire.
Oh my
and
God.
I'm like, oh, you're onto the curb. That's not. She's like, no, it's cool. And she's like, oh my God, this girl is fucking oblivious or something.
And then she reaches into her glove compartment and pulls out a gun. Hey, let's shoot bottles. Let's shoot bottles and smoke cigars.
Well, we did. We got the matches. I finally got her to pull back to a secret little hiding area, like away from the fucking public eye. And, we light up the cigar and turns up the music. And actually, that was kind of cool. Like, we just kind of chilled and
you
smoked
still
the
didn't
cigar.
make a move?
Listen to the story,
All
Justin.
right.
Listen to the story.
Jesus.
So now we're at the end of the second act. So we're sitting there and we're smoking the cigars. And I'm going like, I'm looking at her and she's really attractive. And I'm going like, all right, you know what? I know you think I'm the pussy. And I know I'm the pussy. Believe me. I'm the guy who gets too scared to make moves. But I figure, you know what? I've lived with so much regret in my life by not making a move that, fuck it. What's the worst that could happen?
Yeah.
So I'm kind of trying to figure it out. I'm trying to get a sense of sort of move.
Figure it out.
You know what I mean? Like
Jesus.
you get these. You try to figure if you get the cues are there. And
I think that girl would have probably made out with anybody at that point.
Really?
Yeah, I think
Okay.
I think the waiter, the cops. I mean, any of these people,
The old black guy
any of these
trying to get matches for us?
side characters in this tale. I think that if anybody had made a move, she would have been in the car making out with
Well,
them.
listen. So
Okay.
I'm sitting there. So so I spent a few minutes. We're looking at my phone. We're going through old '90s songs. Hey, what about remember Ace of Base? So I'm
my
like, okay, I
God.
gotta make a move. So finally I go, fuck it, and I just lean over
Uh-huh.
and I go for the kiss,
Uh-huh.
and she just turns.
Oh yeah, it was way too
Just
late.
turns and I get cheek, and I'm just like, whoa, that's never happened to me before. I've never been rebuffed from a kiss before.
Wow.
And she goes, and then whatever.
Wait, what did she say? Try to remember what she said.
Oh, I remember.
Okay.
I like to take things slow.
That's such bullshit.
You like to take things slow. You were like Rosanna Arquette in After Hours all night, dragging me from this place to this place, drunk and high and smashing things and cops and cigars and fucking Bob Dylan music in the car, pulling up on curbs. You
Oh
like
my
to take
God.
it slow.
She should have just said, I like to lie and take things slow.
I'm not attracted to you, is what she should have said.
No, she clearly was attracted to you.
Uh-huh.
It was throughout the course of the night, she became unattracted to you. Because, look.
She did call me a pansy at some point.
Dude, and look, you were being a good guy,
Uh-huh.
obviously.
Yeah.
But I think that there's a way to be a good guy and also get laid, maybe, if that's what you're looking to do. And I think that the solution there would have been, hey, why don't we leave your car here and let's go back to my place. Maybe cut the drinking session at the bar where she's grabbing the dude's tie. I don't know exactly if
I did cut it.
But I'm saying, like, I don't know where in the night you lost this girl. I'm going to assume it was in there because she's distracted with the waiter and everything but you, apparently, at a certain point. So maybe very early on, like fucking move it back home, where not only A, is she going to be driving because you can drive her in your car and get her car later, but B, you don't have to be all uptight and worried about this girl's drunkenness. You can enjoy it. And say, all right, I'll drink too. Let's go back to my place and we'll drink more.
No, but the thing is though, look, I don't know what she meant. She texted me a couple days later. So obviously she's interested, because if she really wasn't interested, why the fuck would you text somebody that? Because there was obviously awkwardness, weirdness. Like I even made joke, like after the awkwardness of her turning away, like we hung out for another 20 minutes and like we were kind of laughing about it. I was making fun of myself and all that other stuff.
Yeah.
And she, she texted me the next day.
Well, where the fuck, where is this girl from?
I don't know.
I like to take things slow. You won't even kiss a dude?
Yeah, I know.
I mean, it's not like you were reaching for fucking panties.
It was the end of the night. I was just like wanting to kiss her.
Oh my
She said,
God,
"Oh,
that's
it's
a little
3 in the
too
mo-"
slow.
Yeah. Anyway, so thank you. Am I vindicated? I'm not such a pussy. I make
No,
a
you're
move.
right. You did it.
Yeah.
I'm on your side.
And you know what? I'm
This
glad I
girl's a
got
lunatic.
rebuffed. I'm glad I got rebuffed, because now I know. Because
Yeah.
whenever I've been scared to make a move on a girl, I always go, well, what if I'm misreading? What if she turns away? And I finally had it happen.
And was it that
And I woke
bad?
up the next morning feeling fucking great. You know why? Because the last time I sat with a girl at a party, which was only a few weeks earlier, and I wanted so bad to make a move, I didn't, and I woke up just with the pit of regret in my belly.
Yeah, of course.
And this morning, I couldn't have woke up with more peace. Like, I fucking did it. Fuck it. I threw caution when I did it, and I got rebuffed, but I don't
After
care.
8 hours of worrying and whining,
Yeah.
I finally leaned in the worst
Yeah,
time
look-
possible. After Ace of Base played and Chumbawamba or whatever the fuck, I leaned in 8 hours into the date after she was sober and tired, and I did it. I'm proud of myself. You could have fucking done it. I bet you if you had made a move, if you had made a move in the fucking first place you were at, in that bar, on her third drink, before she ordered her fourth, you would have been out of there. She would have like taken it slow my ass, I don't know. I don't know this girl. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe she's Mormon.
Yeah, no, she's not Mormon. Here's the
okay,
question.
well, maybe she's a virgin.
Do I go out with her? She could be. Do I go out with her again?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so either. You know, want to know why? Because
Well, you know what? I'll tell you what. If it was me, well, it wouldn't have happened that way. I might have just let her go home drunk. I don't know, but
of course.
But
I know one or two things would have happened. I would have let her go home drunk, or I would have fucked her.
Yeah.
If it was me.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank God some people in this fucking world have a conscience.
Well, you know, it only hurts you. That conscience. It only hurts you. It only brings you down.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. But listen.
Did I do the right thing? Listeners,
Yeah, no,
whatever number of you are out there
Nobody's
listening
gonna dispute that. I mean, you did one of the few categories of right things that you could have done. Probably the most right. If you were like you came off like a fucking church boy. Yeah, okay, you know, you've got a spot in heaven or whatever your religious belief is. But the thing is,
Jews invented heaven. Thank you.
I know, but
Jesus.
But I think that this girl, I think you should see her again, and the reason why is because who gives a shit? Fucking go date her again. Try to get laid this time.
But now I feel.
Who cares?
Because now I'm completely. So now I'm just the guy who. First of all, she does take it slow. Then, like, I'm just gonna like try to like. Oh yeah, no, it's cool, baby. I want to see you for a while.
She was
Either
clearly.
way, I'm gonna be lying.
She was clearly nervous for whatever reason. Drank too much. At least give her a chance. You know, to like say, hey, let's go do something like let's go to miniature golf or let's go somewhere where there's no alcohol allowed and just fucking have a night with her and take it slow. Don't make a move. Just spend a night sober with her and then make your decision and be like, okay. And maybe ask her, like, do you have a drinking problem? Like, I don't know if there's a fun way to bring that up, but like, is this a normal thing? Do you have a drinking problem? Were you just nervous?
Yeah. Let's think of the fun ways to ask a girl on her second date if she has a drinking problem.
I mean, I don't know. I'm
Hey,
sure
if I get this next putt,
you're a writer.
then, you gonna answer me if you?
No, you're a writer.
have a
Come up
drinking
with a
problem or
joke.
not?
Make it a joke. Like, you know, construct a joke. Like, knock, knock. Who's there? Do you have a drinking problem? Do you have a drinking problem? Who? No. I'm serious. Do you have a fucking drinking problem? Like, why did you get so drunk? Were you nervous, or do you have a drinking problem? And she'll laugh, even though it's horrible, right? Don't you think?
Why did the chicken cross the road?
I don't know why.
Because there's a bar across the street, and the chicken has a drinking problem. Like, the chicken will go out on a first date and drink, like, way too many
Sound
fucking
familiar?
whiskeys, fuck with the waiter's tie.
Are you like the chicken, or are you different in that you don't have a drinking problem and you just got nervous?
Because the chicken definitely has a drinking
the
problem.
chicken is going to go across a 7-lane freeway to get to the bar in traffic, rush hour traffic. But you, on the other hand, you might have just been nervous. I don't know. Here's another one. I don't know. What's another hello? Is your refrigerator running? Yeah, it's running just fine. Oh, we better hurry and catch it because it has a drinking problem. Sound familiar? That's not that's like a prank call one.
Charles Bukowski, Dylan Thomas, I'm trying to think of famous alcoholics. And you walk into a bar.
Or you're on a raft.
Yeah.
There's one bottle of scotch left.
Who wants it the most? Well, who wants it the least, I guess. Would it be you? Hopefully.
Yeah, I don't know. Would you share it with them? Would you split it evenly?
There's one bottle of whiskey and there's a shank. What would you do? Would you use the shank to catch fish and cook and share and eat with the other two? Or would you kill them both so you could have all the whiskey to yourself?
Yeah, I think that you got to go on another date and give it a shot.
All right. So speaking of drinking problems, Justin, I actually think that you might have a drinking problem.
No, I don't have a drinking problem in that I don't need to drink every day in order to, and I don't need alcohol in order to feel normal or take the pain away.
When you drink...
When I do drink, but here's the difference. Like, the nights where I'm like, okay, I'll resolve at the beginning of the night, like, okay, I'm gonna fucking drink tonight. Like, if I'm gonna drink, if there's a night where I'm going out and I'm gonna drink, like, it's very rare that I go into a night and I go, I'll just have a couple, and then I end up fucking totally wasted. I usually go, the nights where I get really fucked up, those are the nights where I'm like planning to drink a lot. Like, I'm like, okay, this is gonna be a night where I'm gonna fucking get wasted tonight. And then I do.
Last weekend at the party we went to?
Yeah, like last weekend at the party.
I recorded you a little bit, by the way. Do you want me to play it?
Do you really? I don't know.
I have it on my I recorded you in the cab to the party at your least drunk. yet still drunk.
Oh, yeah, where I was just
you
talking.
remember that?
I remember all that. That was
okay.
fine, yeah.
Do you-
No, I was okay then.
Oh.
I'll tell you when I wasn't okay. I was okay all the way up to us running to the liquor store to buy tequila.
We were at a party together, Justin
but
and I.
I don't remember that. Like halfway back, I started to black
Okay,
out.
because we went to a party together last weekend, and Justin is so particular, which supports my theory of a drinking problem, about what alcohol he drinks, that he's got to go get $60 tequila. So we took about a 2-mile walk to a liquor store at 2 in the morning.
It's good exercise.
1 in the morning, whenever it was.
Good exercise.
Through the barrio.
No, well,
no, of course. No, to you it was. To you it was like the
believe
Warriors.
me, it's
trying to get
Echo
from-
Lake.
Yeah,
I mean,
Echo Park.
or Echo Park, whatever.
And-
But I mean, look, it was peaceful. It was nice.
Yeah,
you
and
know?
we got the $60 tequila, which I think you tried to get me to throw money in on.
Wait, was
which-
it really 60?
It was $60. You tried to get me to
No.
throw money. It was $60. You tried to get me to pitch in for it, even though I had no interest in drinking tequila. It's not my drink of choice, and I didn't want to go walking 2 miles, but I just did because you're my friend.
Yeah, but admit it was the best part of the night.
yeah, that was
you even said that.
Yeah, because
Because that party was not.
I'm so sick of going to these parties.
I'm not. Well, yeah.
That it's all dudes and 1 or 2 women that couldn't be less interested.
No,
in me.
there was girls there, but it's like I just I don't know. I'm just not. Like this is good because this is what I wanted to talk about anyways. Like I'm not a social person. Like I don't think I think I definitely have like a bit of social anxiety for sure. I don't like going to these fucking parties, and I think that's one of the reasons why I was like, okay, I need to drink tonight because I'm going to this fucking totally new place. I'll know very few people, and I need to have a few drinks to fucking calm my social anxiety problem, right? So I go there and it was fine, but it was also kind of like I didn't really have anybody to talk to. I was like I didn't have anything to talk about with anybody. I didn't feel like any connections with anybody.
Yeah.
It seemed like it was definitely because this was not my crowd. This is not my group.
It wasn't my group either. I didn't know that many people.
Yeah, and that's why you probably agreed to go with me on this 2-mile journey to get tequila.
Okay, fine. Maybe I wasn't having the best time either.
And all I know is by the time we were halfway back,
It was like Wizard of Oz. We were meeting people. We were having we stopped into a palm reading place.
Yeah.
We had an interaction with a Mexican couple outside of a nightclub in front of a taco truck.
yeah, Ryan bought tacos for himself.
Oh, it was quite an adventure.
Did you drink any of that tequila on the way
Yeah,
back?
we were drinking it as
Oh,
well.
I don't even remember.
And
all I know is like I swear to God, we didn't run going back. We just walked going back.
no, I could have sworn we did run at some point.
We ran the whole way to the liquor store.
Oh, yeah.
But on the way back, you
Yeah.
kept walking fast, and I'm like, "Come on, man, what's the rush? We got the tequila. We can mosey on back." And so I'd say a quarter of the mile into walking back, I was like, I had drank enough of that tequila to tip me over the edge of like being like totally so drunk that I don't remember shit now. So like there's huge moments I don't remember. Like there was this guy named Jonathan Howard, really cool guy at the party who I was obsessed with for whatever reason, and I just was like, I have just faint glimpses of moments of me talking to him and hanging and following him around, and that's it. And so he and I barely remembered him, and then I got a message from him on Facebook, and he's like, "Hey man, you stole my baby at that party the other night, but what you don't know is my baby went to heaven." And I get the
some
message.
cryptic reference to
Some reference to something we were joking about, I'm sure, or something I was saying like a retard.
or some song you were singing over and over.
Could have been
again.
some absurd nonsense that I was spewing that didn't make any sense, and whatever. I had no idea what he was talking about, and I just wrote back like, "Hey man, it was great to meet you." And then I check my phone and I have this weird voice message from a number I don't know, and I'm like, "Oh, what's this?" And I play the voice message, and it's him at the party, and he's saying, like, "Okay, give me my pen, put my pen down. Here, fuck it, I can play it for you. God damn it. Why don't I just do that? We're in the fucking, we're in the 21st century with this fucking technology, what I'm talking about, Ryan? Why don't I just play it for you, huh?"
All right, okay. You filibustering while you get this?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm filling time here while I cue this up.
Are you sure? Did you get his permission?
Oh, no, but I mean, come on, this isn't anything that bad. Let's see if it works here.
Hey, Justin Roiland. This is Jonathan Howard, and you're giving me my pen back right now. Just reach down there and get my pen. It's right there on the rug. Get it. You got it. Now hand it back to me. All right, that's me. Thank you. Appreciate it. Later.
I have no idea what was going on there. I don't remember any of that. It's frightening.
Uh-huh.
I mean, the one thing I do know is when I do get drunk, I might like not remember anything the next day or have huge moments of blackouts. But I'm always like. There are definitely borders in which I won't cross. Like I'm not the kind of person.
Really?
No, I swear. Like I'm not gonna commit any crimes.
Mm-hmm.
I might commit like vandalism, but I'm not gonna commit any crimes against people.
A crime, but go on.
I won't commit crimes against people. I don't do like I wouldn't.
Can I tell you what I saw you doing?
Yeah, please.
Okay.
So
So
here we go.
at one point we were sitting there, and look, I'm not saying I wasn't frustrated. I'm not saying in some primal way I don't identify with this behavior. It's
What
the
was I
root
doing?
of our interaction with women. It's primal. It's savage.
What was I doing?
You were just. There was a beautiful woman standing in front of you. You were flopped on the couch. The woman standing, and you're just kicking the back of her legs.
Shut your mouth. Wow. God bless me. What did she say?
She was charmed.
No,
And
for
she
real
was-
though. What did she do? Like, was she
She was
pissed?
pissed, and I stood up and I was like, listen, I'm sorry. I kind of like separated you guys, and I kind of like
Shut your
and she-
mouth.
Yeah. And she was like pissed, and then like I remember feeling like I still sort of, because she was being so bitchy, and even though you were completely wrong and inappropriate, I still felt like I wanted to defend you. So I'm like, I'm so really sorry about him. But before he started kicking, he was pretty charming, right? Because I think you guys were talking before.
Oh.
I think what it is you guys were talking, and then like she kind of walked away from you, and you sort of in your mind you still want to get her attention, so you start kicking
Shut
her.
your mouth.
Yeah.
Wow, that's incredible.
So I remember saying that. I remember like, I'm sorry, but he was pretty charming before he started kicking you, right? And she just couldn't. She just like, I was the enemy now too, because I was your friend. She just like looked at me, was like, oh, and turned around.
Oh, jeez. Well, you're gonna make an omelet. You gotta break an egg, at least one. I don't know. I gotta say, I'm not ashamed of myself for that. I God bless me.
Well,
like
you weren't like, it wasn't like you were. You
no,
weren't
good
like,
for
you know,
me. Like,
mean?
you know what? I
You weren't
wish.
like full,
I gotta say,
full
Ryan,
kicks.
I wish I could be the drunk me all the time, because I think I would have this world. Like, I would own the world if I was the drunk me. Like, if I just hate having to get drunk. Like, I hate having
Well,
to.
I don't understand you to own the world.
Because okay, so I love the me that kicks the girl the back of her leg. God bless. Fucking, why couldn't I do that when I'm sober? I love that.
Kick a girl's legs? To hit
yeah,
at her?
yeah, fuck yeah, that's great. I want to give myself an award. I love the fact that I was able to make all these friends. This guy Jonathan Howard, he's great. I running around with all these guys. I don't even fucking remember it. And then I do know that at the end of the night, we all got kicked out. The cops showed up, and we all had to leave the party. And I run over and start hanging out with
Across
these
the
three.
street.
Across the street, there's these three sort of chubby, like gangstery guys, and I run up to them, and and as I'm approaching, they're sort of like, they're like getting ready, like, what the fuck is this guy gonna do to us? And then I stop right away, and I'm like, hey, and within 2 seconds, I had won them over, and we're laughing and we're talking, and then before I know it, Ryan comes up.
Well,
and
let me tell you this from my point of view.
Okay, yeah, please.
So Justin beelines across the street. We're getting a ride home. And with my friend Dave, and it's like he's gonna give us a ride home because he lives in the same neighborhood as me, and you drove to my place.
Yep.
So you want no part of it. You want to run, and literally just these three bald, stocky Mexican dudes living in the hood. You know, different world. And you run over there, and me and Dave are walking, and he's like, what are we gonna do about him? I go, you know what? Let's go to your car, and then we'll drive back past Justin, and I'll survey the situation, and maybe we'll just leave him.
Okay.
I mean, honestly, I was like,
fine. What are you gonna do?
Yeah. So we do that. We get in his car, and we drive back. And I think maybe he was a little annoyed, but I'm not sure.
Yeah.
We drive back, and we as we're pulling up, he literally like looks over and he goes, he's dancing, and I just look over, and you're just in front of these three bald Mexican guys, just like dancing, like
That's
just
great.
dancing in front of them.
That's great. I love it. It's incredible. And they were laughing, right? They were smiling.
I get out of the car, and I
They
walk
were
up.
loving it, right? They were
Yeah,
having
I
a good
walk
time.
up, and I walk up to you, and I'm just like, hey guys, hey, hey, is my friend bothering you? No, man, he's cool.
Yeah, see,
cool.
I won
And
them
you're
over. They
Like,
liked
this
me.
is floopy doop and doopy doop, and all that, whatever. And so I'm kind
I
of
didn't
like,
say that.
I know, but I mean, I'm just trying to. I was trying to gauge. I was gonna maybe even just leave you there because if you're having a good time, let you have your little adventure.
Yeah.
And at one point, I'm like, you guys like him? You guys actually like him? And one guy's like, yeah, man. He's spontaneous.
Yeah, that's right. I'm spontaneous.
He's nothing if he's not spontaneous, sir. You are correct. And then I don't know
But you
what
should
it
see him
was.
when he's sober. He's depressed. He lays in bed a lot.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to go out. But when he drinks, he's the life of any party. He's wonderful. He's fantastic. And that's
you
my
might
point.
say his behavior is manic.
Yeah.
So I remember figuring out, and I remember you sort of just like maybe like reality sort of set in. You're like,
yeah, I was like,
somewhere in the
okay.
back of your mind, you're like,
Yes.
oh, I have an opportunity to either leave now in a car with my friends,
Yeah.
or just stay with these guys in what?
I think what
And
I
what
did.
would have happened?
No, I do remember that moment, and I just remember sort of like you had your arms on my shoulders,
Yeah.
and I just sort of gave in to you pulling me back. I just sort of like went limp.
I was totally prepared to leave you.
No,
there,
I know
though.
you were, and I
mean,
got that
I
sense.
don't know
So
what
I
would
was
have
sort of like,
happened.
okay, you're
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Thank God you gave me thank God you got out of the car and at least gave me that, because I think if you had asked me from the car, I might have said, yeah, no, I'm gonna stay here. But anyways, so that happened, right?
You get in the car, and by the way, you later on we talked about it. We were getting a ride from a friend.
And
you
I thought I
said
was in a
get
taxi.
cab, and
Had
you-
no idea.
and I wish I would recording it because you were just whatever you're saying. I remember just being buckled over, just crying, laughing so hard. And Dave was driving. I don't think like
He was not laughing,
By the way, he
probably.
listens to the podcast.
Oh.
so he knows theoretically
Yeah.
what to expect from
Well,
crazy
you
Justin.
know-
but now he's experiencing Justin as a passenger in his car.
Yeah, that's
drunk.
Yeah.
So I don't
that's-
know how much he enjoyed the real.
I don't
Justin.
know. He probably not. I'm a fucking human being, Ryan Rid. Oh shit! Did I just break?
Yeah, you're cracking shit.
I'm sorry.
Jesus.
I don't know why. I mean, everything's probably fine still.
No, I mean I did sort of crack something in your back seat.
It wasn't possibly the window.
Wait, whose car are we in right now?
This is Dave. Hi, my name's Dave.
Dave?
Yeah.
What's that?
Don't fuck with him. What don't
Fuck
you do?
you, Ryan
I don't know.
Ridley.
It's great.
What
What
do
do
you
you
need?
need? What is what? That's your phone?
What are you
What's
doing?
going
Oh,
on?
I think he's recording. You
No, I'm not recording
I see
shit.
a microphone on
Hey,
your
why don't you just make a hard right into that bunch of cars?
Why would I do that?
Exactly.
That's a crazy thing
So
to do.
Ryan, relax, and Dave's gonna tell us who he is. Dave, go ahead. Who are you?
My name's Dave.
Uh-huh.
Dave Horowitz.
Dave Horowitz?
Yeah.
What kind of name you think that is?
Well, no, fair
What
enough.
kind of name you think that is?
No,
Dave
it's a very-
Horowitz,
what is
and
that?
what have you done
What have I done with? What have I
with
done?
your life and people who know your name
I'm
in the small town that you live in?
I'm a writer here in the Los Angeles area.
Okay, all right, Dave Horowitz, writer.
Yeah.
Hey, Google him.
Yeah,
Look him
Google
up
me.
on IMDb.
Yeah, look me up. Who are you
talking to?
Dave
recording
Horowitz.
something.
Let me hear this.
Oh, geez, we're talking to Dave Horowitz.
Okay,
Hello,
I'm
somebody
gonna plug
run
that.
hide in their fucking bushes
I'm gonna.
because there's Dave Horowitz in our mouth.
Yeah, okay, so you can catch me at.
Kicking us in the face
Hey,
over here.
he's plugging something.
Oh, go ahead. What is it, Dave
You can
Horowitz?
catch me at I perform live.
Hey, I'm at Jessica's Club every Sunday.
You can catch me at Giggles over at
Yeah.
Temecula.
Dave Horowitz.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah,
No.
that's Dave
Am I
Horowitz.
making shit up?
No, that's my name.
That's Dave Horowitz.
Yeah, I'm just driving this.
All
like,
right,
driving-
Dave Horowitz,
Okay.
everybody.
Now
No,
that's-
shut the fuck up,
No,
Dave
you-
Horowitz. Shh. I will strangle you while you drive.
No, you will not. You
I
are.
might-
No.
I might not. I might not
No,
actually.
Justin, that's where I
But
draw the
you
line. That's where I draw the line. You don't say that to me. You don't. This is,
Okay.
see, now it's getting serious.
All right, well, I
in my
can't-
fucking car.
I can't
You
argue.
will not strangle me in my own car.
Justin,
Okay.
you're threatening to strangle
No,
him.
I could never argue.
You could never strangle
Of course not.
me. You would
It's
never.
horrible.
You're not
Oh
a
my
violent
God.
man.
Oh Jesus. No, of course not. I'm not.
I've
I
only
would
been in
never.
one fight.
I would never actually do that because
No.
it threatens my own safety in life.
Oh, what about me
Whoa,
though?
my
Well,
God.
you too, and everyone else in the fucking car, and I. But you know, I was having a blast, right? And my perception of like I have this problem where I think everyone hates me because I think I probably hate myself, and that's probably why I don't like going out and be. You know, look, I'm not going to a therapist right now, but maybe when I do, that'll be all confirmed. But when I'm drunk, it's like this is great. Like I'm not worried about what people are thinking about me. I'm having a good time. And I'm winning everyone over. Everyone loves me, right? I mean, maybe not everyone. The girl I was kicking and the guy who drove us home maybe was a little annoyed, but the three Mexican guys love me. Okay, and then to really blow everyone's mind, because this never fucking happens ever. I get to Ryan's house. The guy drops. What's his name? Dave.
Dave, yeah.
Dave drops us off. I don't want to be at Ryan's. I'm not going to drive
Yeah.
drunk though. My car's
I
parked
wouldn't have
out
let
front.
you drive drunk.
And that's fine. I wouldn't have tried to. I don't even think it was an option.
I would have made out with you to stop you from driving drunk.
Yeah, and so what do? I call a cab. I'm like, fuck it. I don't care what it costs. I'm not staying at Ryan's. I'll go home and I'll get my car later.
You live in.
I live in Studio City.
Let's just say it's like what, 15
45
miles
minutes.
from.
No. It's
10 miles. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like
it's
like
a drive on the
20-minute
freeway.
drive probably.
Yeah.
Maybe 15.
On a
with no
freeway
traffic.
though. The
Yeah,
point
on a
is
freeway.
just picture.
It's far.
Yeah.
Okay, so I get the taxi guy, I get in the car, and I'm in the back. I'm in the very far back, and I think his taxi's set up for people who are going to puke because it's like there's one seat in this van, and the other seats are taken out, and it's the very back seat.
Inefficient.
It's the very back seat.
How many people can you fit in here? One.
Like 3, literally. So I'm sitting in the back, and I'm just talking to the guy. I'm just like, hey, man, like, where are you from? Like, how long have you been doing this for?
Where was he from?
I don't remember. I don't remember hardly any of the details. I know his name was Harry. He gave me his number.
Uh-huh.
Like he's from Israel or Palestine, one of these places. Like
he's not from Israel. He's not from Israel.
Well, whatever. He's from somewhere else, and I brought you up. I think maybe
'cause maybe he was from Israel.
No, I brought up your grandpa
Uh-huh.
because your grandpa was in World War II, and he was in a bunch of wars. He was telling me about that, and that made me think of your grandpa. But anyway, I don't remember the specifics. Once again, I was incredibly wasted, drunk. And
have you heard I was in the Sudan War.
He might have been. I don't know. But
Killed many children.
Before we even get to the 101, I'm like, he's like, hey, come sit up in the front seat. I'm like, all right. So I climb over and sit up in the front seat. We keep talking. I don't know what the fuck we're talking about, but clearly I don't give a shit about people. I'm bored to death with people. I don't like people. I don't care about hearing your stories. I don't care about hearing where you're from or anything. I don't care. But for some reason, when I'm drunk, I'm completely interested and sincerely. And
Maybe
I'm like,
that's who you really are.
Well,
this is your Mel Gibson
I don't know, but
thing.
And not to drag this out, we get to my house. He pulls up and I look at the fucking price and it's $40-something, and I have the money. I've got cash on me, and I'm just like, fuck. And he's like, hey, don't worry about it. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, don't worry about it, man. No problem. It's on me. Are you sure? He's like, yeah. And I was like, all right, I got to give you something. So I gave him $20.
All tip.
I guess. I mean, I don't know if I don't know how cabs work. Do they have to report back? Is there is he paying for it? Is it just, can they just do that?
That's what's weird is what I don't understand is I think that there's a meter that he can't.
So I was
fix.
just like, I was like thinking like that never, when the fuck does that happen? I must be so fucking wonderful and just, incredible when I'm drunk that like taxi cab drivers are willing to just not give me free rides. Are you kidding me? I mean, that was it.
Who is this, Justin?
I literally walked into my house dazed. I was like, and drunk. Yeah. But I was like dazed, like thinking, why can't I be this version of myself all the time? I would have friends everywhere. I would be the life of the world. I would probably be like, I don't know.
Say famous.
Yeah, maybe famous. I don't know. More famous than I am now, which is none or barely, hardly to little kids. I don't know. I'm miserable. I don't want to go out. I don't care. And then I know when I am going to go to some party with a bunch of strangers, I need at least a couple of shots before I go. Step into that room. It's fucking bullshit. I don't know how to fix it. But I mean, come on. You can't dispute the evidence there. You can't.
Yeah, you heard
you can't
the
dispute the
voicemail
facts.
from Jonathan.
Yeah, Jonathan liked me. You could tell he had a smile on his voice.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, sure. The act of, I don't know if I slapped his pin out of his hand or what, but clearly he was politely asking me to pick his pin up and hand it to him. I'm sure I was responsible for wherever it was that it needed to be retrieved from. But he had a smile on his voice you could hear. The taxi cab driver gave me a free ride, $40-something. I mean, the
girl that you were kicking later pulled me aside. Is like, listen, I admit it. All right, you got me.
No, you're making that up, right?
Here's my phone number. Give it to him.
Wait, come on, man. Don't tease me like that. No, that girl probably, I don't even remember her. I don't remember talking to her. I don't remember kicking her. I don't remember what she looks like. I don't even remember that she exists, which is pretty amazing. Yeah. Pretty incredible. That was after we came back from getting the tequila, I'm assuming. Okay, yeah. So I was that was my height of drunkenness.
The point is, Justin, is that I said I think you have a drinking problem, and you said, no, because I don't need to drink. Of course, but now you're saying, but I'm the best version of me when I'm drinking. And then on top of that, you drank so much at night that that the next 3 days you weren't answering your phone.
No, that's common. Like if I get that drunk, like I'm hungover for at least 2 days, most likely 3 to 4 days.
Why don't you maybe take it easy on the sauce?
Well, no, look,
for a while?
Ryan, the
and
difference
work on
is
yourself.
Look, believe me, that's all in the cards. The difference is this: I don't know. Look, I'm not going to defend myself because isn't that the first sign of alcoholism? And I'm not going to fall into that trap, you tricky bastards. All I'm going to say is, a guy who gets really wasted, like maybe twice a month. Like, and what I mean by that is to that level of drunkenness, maybe not even twice a month. Like that level of drunkenness, I don't think I'd even do once a month. Like that's rare that I'm that fucking drunk where I'm like totally huge chunks of the night I don't remember. Like I usually can remember everything that happened, and then there's this heavier level of shame. But like the beauty of that night is I was kicking a girl, I was doing all this horrible shit, and I don't remember it, thank God. So I feel wonderful. I'm hearing about myself, and I'm like, who is this guy? I want to meet him. He's great. But no, I mean, I don't drink every day. I'm not the guy who's getting the DTTs or whatever the fuck they're called. DTs, you know, the shakes,
delirium tremens.
Yeah, or I'm not going like, God, I had a rough day. I need a fucking drink. I'm gonna beat my wife. You know, I mean, whatever. Look, maybe I'm an alcoholic. Who knows? Yeah. I'm no expert on any of this.
Have your parents said anything to you about it?
No.
Yeah?
They have. I mean, because I haven't drank. Tonight's the first night I had a sip of alcohol since that night.
Uh-huh.
I mean, come on.
All right. It's Wednesday. That was Friday.
Okay, well, but I'm not getting wasted. I had like a small glass of champagne. Big deal.
And you needed it in order to get in a
to
good mood
wake
to
up,
record the podcast.
people. Wake up. You guys want the best version of me, don't you? On the show, you want the mopey, sleepy me, or do you want the fun, interesting me?
Is that what you are right now?
Likeable. I mean, I'm somewhere in between. I'm still kind of in the middle. No, look, I don't know. I think what I need to do is I just need to get on a regular sleep schedule, exercise like I've been doing, and get a goddamn show on the air that I can work regular hours.
You hear that, Hollywood?
Come on, Hollywood. You got one last chance, and then I'm fucking taking off for a year. I'm not kidding.
Yeah.
This isn't an empty threat.
Yeah, Justin told me today that if the show he's currently developing does not get picked up to series, he's going to move out of this house, get a where were you thinking?
I've got money. Look, here's what I'm gonna do.
I'm famous, sort of.
I'll either sublet this place or I'll just pay the fucking rent, and then on top of that rent,
where are you gonna move to? Where do you imagine?
I don't know. I might move to like Seattle or I might move to.
You have to get drunk every day for 6 months.
No. I'm gonna go. Maybe I'll go out of the fucking country. I just need to go somewhere and live there for a few months, and just experience the world for a little bit, and then I'll come back refreshed and ready to fucking develop new shows and start over. But.
Welcome to Paris.
No, not there. I might go to like the UK.
Hello, governor. What's your name?
Hello, governor. Would you like some chips? No, I don't want any chips. I want some fries. No, these are chips though. I don't know. Crumpets and tea, would you like? Governor? Hello. Fuck you. I'm going back to America. I'm not happy anywhere. You know, I'm falling into that same trap that I hear people fall into where it's like, I'm just unhappy, and I'm thinking,
somewhere else will solve all my problems.
No, and I'm going to be miserable anywhere else. I'm a fucking mess. I don't know.
Look,
what do you want from me? You want to, I mean, I'm aware of it all. I know everything. You can't beat me. I'm already admitting everything before you can even say it.
So are you going to still move?
Yes.
Where are you going to move?
Maybe Australia, UK, New Zealand, somewhere where they have the accent.
What would that give you?
I want to meet a girl with an accent like that.
Yeah?
And then I'm sure it'll drive me, it'll make me just fucking disgusted after a couple months, and I'll have to come back here. And then I'll appreciate the American accent, and I'll appreciate the American woman.
And you'll get a show in the air called Down Under.
The American Down Under. It'll be a cartoon.
I got a pitch. It's about a kangaroo. It lives with a koala bear.
A talking kangaroo who lives with a family. And it's on Fox. Oh, okay. You got any heavy hitters attached? Yeah.
Yahoo Series.
Jack Black is going to executive produce. All right, we'll buy it.
Wait, the Australian Jack Black.
Oh, no. No, thanks. Or, no, it's just me. Okay. Hit the road, buddy. All right, it's listener email. You know what I've noticed? There hasn't been a single sound effect this whole episode.
Yeah, we've been really
hashing it up.
Yeah. Is that good or bad? I don't know.
I mean, it's not. It's there. It wasn't an intentional decision. It just happened that way. I'll make up for it in listener email. God, man. All right, are we ready?
Oh.
Listener email.
Listener email. How do you think it's going so far without Jackie, Justin?
It's fine. I don't care.
All right.
No, I mean, look, I would prefer her to be here, but she's got
are you gonna
stuff. She's got a life, you know?
This email just is subject smiley face. Justin.
Okay.
Hey, smiley face with tongue sticking out. I just watched a clip called Justin's Character, Sarah Silverman Program Nugget. It was so freaking hilarious. I was emoticon. Also, I love the app and you guys. I hope you guys have a great week. Sent via Grandma's Virginity iPhone application.
Wait, is that all she had to say?
Yeah.
About my little nugget that she just liked it?
It was hilarious.
I had a lot of fun shooting that. A lot of people think, hey, you know, especially after hearing this episode, if you watch that little nugget, I think it's on the behind the scenes of the DVD. Hey, boy, was that the drunk Justin? Was that the... No, I was fucking stone cold sober for that. I think that life has just beaten me down to the point of now I'm just... The sober me is depressed and not... Like, I was sober, just exhausted. I think I was on like 2 hours of sleep, so it was that punchy... Looney Tunes.
When you're doing what? A little character?
That short, that behind the scenes short, yeah.
Well, when the cameras are on, you turn it on. When Sarah Silverman's sitting there going, I need a featurette for a DVD.
Sarah wasn't there. It was just me, Vache, and Christian.
Yeah, but you knew it was
But when I'm with people like that, and we're just fucking around, yeah, like totally.
Well, what is this? What do you think this is? That's
no, same thing.
People like who, and what are we doing?
No, exactly.
Okay.
That's my point.
All right,
Jesus.
well, you still need to get champagne out today. All right, you don't need to make up for the lack of sound effects.
I feel like if it's louder, it's better. Go ahead. Next email, please.
Okay.
Wait, who is that from, by the way?
I don't know. She didn't sign her name.
She?
I think it's a Jacqueline.
Interesting.
I think it's a Jacqueline.
Hello.
Jacqueline. Like my mother's name. And our ex co-host.
Okay.
Just kidding, not ex.
What are you talking about, ex?
She'll be back. I'm just joking.
I'm just joking. That's if I couldn't do the show and you and Jackie had to do it for a week without me.
Just making out on the microphone.
I think the audience would love it.
I got your back, Justin, is the subject of this next email. Hey, GVP, I just listened to episode 30, and it was great. Justin, I just wanted you to know that I'm on your side when Ryan and Jackie scrutinize you for supposedly being rich and spoiled.
Oh.
I am in a similar situation. Everyone always says...
I'm rich and spoiled.
My parents were rich because we were always comfortable.
And we killed the Jews.
And
people are always mad at me.
We funded a $1 billion empire with Jew gold.
We hate the Jews. And my friends are always...
Like your parents, Justin.
I'm just like you, Justin. I hate the Jews and I'm rich.
Whoa. I never said that.
Hey, wait a minute.
We never had any major financial issues, but this wasn't because my parents were millionaires. It was because they were responsible people who are good at saving money and good at keeping a job.
Oh.
My mom is a public school teacher. My dad works for a concrete company.
Actually, I got to say, there's a lot of money to be made in concrete.
Yeah, it's everywhere.
I'm not even kidding. Like,
really?
I had a friend. Oh, this is kind of an interesting... I'm starting to realize, wait a minute here. I had a really good friend in grade school who was super fucking well off, really rich family, and his dad was in concrete.
100 Teddy Rock.
His mom was unemployed, but his dad was in concrete.
His mom was a housewife. Stay-at-home mom.
The thing that I'm realizing right now is that his dad was later arrested for selling marijuana and caught with a lot, like a huge amount of indoor crops. So I'm starting to think
that maybe concrete isn't really such a great business.
I think it was, though. I think that
unless
he
it's
just
a front.
I don't think he was doing that when I was friends with him. I think that was something that came later. I don't know. Whatever. Anyways, who cares? Whatever.
As a retirement.
Look,
thing?
The point is, thank you. Thank you, and you're
like
right.
Like you, I had chores to do, and if I wanted to do something, I had to earn it. I'm thankful for my parents, and that they provide, except for Justin didn't have to do chores. My parents
yes,
provided
I did.
Anything I ever needed in order for me to succeed.
You're making shit up. I did have to do chores.
And they saved their money from the day I was born so I could go to college. What's wrong with that? Anyways, just want to let you know that you're not alone. This is from Charlie Loken.
Oh, good. Charlie Loken.
Yeah.
Oh, Charlie.
No,
that's Jackie if she was
here. You know, I don't even care, Justin. What do I care?
All right, next email. Let's hear it.
Hey, guys.
Hey, what's your name?
This Chris Tallman episode is hands down my favorite episode so far. He's the best guest since Harmon, and I could talk to him, listen to him talk for hours about anything and everything.
Are you sure you haven't been drinking?
Radio voice and has informed opinions and hilarious takes on many subjects. It was so fun having a guest on who's a regular listener, knew all the bits, and could hang with psychic abilities.
I gotta say, he was actually. That episode is actually one of my favorite episodes.
How about a spin-off podcast with Mr. Tallman and Mr. Abilities, laying down logic and rhymes? Could be awesome.
Huh. Tallman
Congrats on turning 30.
might be a good guy to have sit in.
Much love, Graham. It's interesting the lack of characters that have showed up. Is it the characters?
Listen,
come
you
for
can't
Jackie?
force it, man.
Is it the characters?
You can't
come?
force these characters.
I mean, maybe Jackie is what brings the characters.
No,
I
it's
don't know.
got nothing to do with Jackie. Look, characters will come. The less
And
you talk
characters
about
will
them,
go.
they'll come. But they're not coming tonight.
They're not.
No, I'm sorry. This is one of those shows, man.
What shows?
You know, the one where no characters show.
Just do a character.
All right. Let's see. Mr. Watto. Oh, hello. Oh, suck my dick. See, I can't do it, man. I can't put me on the
Is it
spot.
because it's just you and me? It would feel artificial.
No. I promise it's not that. I don't know.
What's the matter?
I'm still surfing the wave of sadness over here. It won't be too much longer. I'll be able to.
Well, it sounds fun. At least you're surfing the wave of
Yeah.
sadness.
I'm about to hit the tube.
There's a real anguish break coming in this wave.
Yeah, man. The waves are high this month.
Yeah, I'm boogie boarding on.
Cool, dude. Tubular, totally tubular. You know, totally tubular. You know that phrase tubular. It's fucking absurd. I was thinking about it the other day. I'm like, tubular? What the fuck does that even mean? Tubes? A tube, like tubes? And then I fucking did some research online. Tubular is a fucking surfer's phrase. Of course. And then people just started using it. It meant like a really awesome, like funnel or like a tunnel, a wave tunnel. Those beautiful blue wave tunnels that you see the surfers surf through. They're tubes. So it's like, oh, that was tubular.
Yeah,
that
makes
tube
sense.
you went in, right?
Yeah.
And then everyone's like, oh, man, that sandwich you made me today was tubular. And it suddenly just caught on and became
When was the last time you heard anyone
totally
describe anything
tubular.
as tubular?
I don't know, a long time ago. I mean, when it was sincere, like it's been, I've heard it
maybe
ironically ever since it was invented.
Maybe they were making a roll-up.
No,
A lavash
no,
roll-up.
stop. In the 90s or maybe 80s, I can't remember, tubular was like a for real fucking thing. Like in commercials, people were using it earnestly.
Yeah.
And they were calling like bubble gum, this fucking bubble gum is totally tubular. And it's like, wait a minute, does that mean it's a giant weight? Like there's only one thing that's tubular. You fucking idiots.
Watkins hoses, they're totally tubular.
All right, okay. All right, fine. If that makes sense. But nobody would even give them credit.
The new Holland Tunnel, it's totally tubular. Drive through it today.
They're not going to make an ad for the Holland Tunnel. That's something that's mandatory. Like you live and work in between it, then you've got to fucking go through it.
What if they did some nice improvements to it?
It doesn't matter. Didn't people die in that tunnel? Isn't that
I
that
don't
tunnel where
know.
there was a fucking huge fire and people, like 18 people's cars got caught and they died?
Can we not talk about people dying?
Hey, the Holland Tunnel is totally tubular, and just because 18 people died in it a couple years ago, drive on through, it's tubular now.
Mel's Silo Company, we've got the most tubular silos in the world.
Terry's drinking straws, they're totally tubular, literally. No. I mean, maybe, but I mean, bubble gum, nope. An action figure, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Whatever else, cereal, who knows what the fuck. You do the research. Somebody out there put together a tape of all the times tubular was used in a commercial. Send it in and we'll play it on the show. It'll be great content. All right, next email, please.
Sounds so fun, Justin.
Yeah, please. Thank you. Anyone?
This is listener email. That's the subject of this next email.
Okay.
Hey, GVP team, your show is firing on all cylinders. It's such a great show. The only problem that we, the listeners, apparently this fella thinks he's a representative,
Okay, fine.
could reasonably complain about is the frequency. I don't mind whatever schedule you come
Wait, who
out
is this,
on.
by the way?
What, you don't want it to be a surprise ending?
Okay, fine. Jerry Lewis.
I don't mind whatever your schedule you come out on, but please don't post on your Facebook page that the show will be out this weekend, and then it takes another week.
Okay,
or
I agree
two.
with this.
Just let us wonder. It's better that way.
I agree.
I agree too. I'm sorry. And you know what? The idea is we're going to try to crank out shorter shows more
Yeah,
often.
but you know what, though? We shouldn't even say that because this guy's advice, which is completely correct, is
who gives a shit?
when you refresh that iTunes page and a show loads,
surprise!
yay! But when you're sitting there being told it'll be up tomorrow and it doesn't show up, then you're pissed, and that's our fault. And you're so right about that, and that is going to be a definite change.
I hope you do come up with more contests like you talk about in episode 32. That'd be fun. It got me thinking of how great all the animations were for your last contest. I think you should consider making a monthly 5-minute cartoon pulled from a GVP clip, please. Well, that'd be great. We talked to some of the contest winners about possibly doing more Mario
Yeah,
cartoons.
a long time ago. I'm with you on that.
We don't have any focus.
We have no we're distracted with life and career.
And lack of love.
So much so that one of us isn't even able to be here. Because of her fucking life and career today or on this episode. So, yeah, I mean, look, what do you want from me? I mean, I don't know. Look, we've got the best of intentions. And I think that's a brilliant idea. Believe me,
I think that the show was on a precipice of maybe not continuing.
No, stop. Come on.
It was.
You're being dramatic.
Please continue to have Abed on, he goes on to say. You guys yell at him, but that's kind of funny. You know what? I don't know if I want Abed on anymore. I told him specifically. I told him specifically that I don't want him on the podcast anymore.
My stance is I think we should have him on. He's great on the show. We can tear into him. I still want to do that Abed trial thing.
I tried to confront him about something. I was very upset, and I hope he hears this. I tried to confront him about something because now he can't talk back. I heard he did something that upset me that I think was
good. What did he do?
I was trying to be a good friend. I don't
What
want
did
to
he
get
do?
into it. I don't want to get into it
All
because
right,
it's not appropriate. I said to him, he goes, why don't we just talk about this in the podcast? I go, no, Abed, no. I don't want to exploit you.
See, I think we should.
I don't want to exploit
bring
you.
it up on the
I want to
podcast.
talk to you as a friend. I don't want this.
You know what? It's not even about exploiting. It's about keeping our listeners informed
about Abed's idiotic behavior, irresponsible.
Yes. Think of it as journalism. This is a journalistic. We have an integrity that we need to sustain or whatever, fulfill or keep with our audience. They need to be up to date and informed on Abed's every fucking move. It's not about us or our feelings.
It's about public safety.
A good journalist puts his feelings aside and focuses on the story, and that's my stance on Abed. Anyways, next email.
I can't finish my.
I guess
the point is that I told him I was trying to talk to him as a friend. He keeps why don't you talk about this in the podcast? No, Abed, I'm calling you as a friend. Can we have a conversation as a friend?
You're wrong. I said, Abed, it takes a big man to admit that you're wrong and just fucking go in and say, look, you know what? I fucked up. And he's like,
So then I said something about like, oh, he said, you didn't have a problem exploiting me with my jail story. That was so painful to tell. I go, first of all, you're smiling, you're laughing.
I wonder who that could be. Oh!
Hold on, I got it. Hello? Oh, hey!
Oh, it's Abed! Abed, what are you doing?
Abed, did you understand what I was trying to tell you the other day? Are you going to change your behavior? Okay. No, Abed, God damn it, Abed. Listen to me. No.
Oh, there he goes. Off on a cloud. All right. Okay, next email.
So, anyways, he said that it hurts his heart whenever he's on the podcast. It hurts his heart so much because we make fun of him while he's telling his personal stories about his trials and tribulations. So I said, okay, I didn't know it hurt your heart, Abed. It's fine. Problem solved. You don't have to come on the podcast anymore and dance for us.
I don't think it hurts his heart. He seems to think that the podcast has been nothing but good for him from what I've heard.
Well, you know what I mean? He
you can't have them both.
Yeah, you can't have it both, Abed. Either it hurts your heart,
or it's great.
And then as a friend and good conscience, I can't allow you to be a guest on here because I don't want to hurt my friend's heart.
Yeah.
Or you realize that, hey.
Speak from the truth, Abed.
Yeah. That you enjoy coming on here. You enjoy making
from, whatever position's going to benefit you at the moment. Speak from the reality.
Stay the course.
Yeah. All right, next email. Seriously. Wait, who's that from?
A lot of people have accused him. We're going back to the email.
Okay.
He's referring to Abed on the podcast of being a bad friend. Maybe you should settle once in a while. He brings up the trial. Yes, we could do that. Yes. We're going to do that. He'll talk about record voicemails or testimony. We could finally clear Abed's name. First of all, no. That would indict Abed to the fullest extent of whatever law we have on this podcast.
Sure.
He would not be cleared of anything with testimony.
Yeah, no way.
Anyways, he says, do whatever you want. That's just brainstorming for me. It's always funny and interesting. Please keep talking about your relationship woes. Okay, check. Please pick up on Justin for his toys, and please keep playing fart sounds, Chris.
Well, only on listener emails for this episode. Wait, Chris Pierce?
Maybe.
Is it?
Maybe.
What do you mean maybe?
Well, he didn't sign it Chris Pierce. He signed it Chris.
Jesus Christ.
One of our best and most prolific show art contributors, Chris Pierce, who has a podcast called Television Zombies that Justin and I are both guests on, and even Abed. Here's a clip from the episode that Abed is on. So Abed, why don't you tell us about some of your Channel 101 stuff? Interesting. I heard lately you had a falling out with your friend Ryan. Oh, he does. He sounds like he's totally in the wrong.
He's gonna be so upset. All right,
By this?
Abed, we're just kidding around.
We're just kidding. We love you, Abed, and
This
I
is
do
gonna
love
bum
you.
him out.
From the bottom of my heart, I love you, Abed, and that's why I want to make things right.
Okay, all right. So Abed, we'll talk about this to you off the show. All right, next email.
Should we cut that?
No, fuck no. Are you kidding me? Made me laugh. Every laugh we can manage to squeeze out of this one.
James Atkinson, personal friend and listener,
I would
asked
hit
us,
the applause button, but I don't have one anymore.
are you doing a May 21st apocalypse celebration episode?
Well, it's a little late, but maybe the October 21st, the new Harold
What do you think
Camping
about that?
predicted apocalypse. Well, the thing that I think about it is it's amazing that Harold Camping, when it all, of course, obviously didn't happen, that he didn't, respond humbly and apologetically. Instead, he's like, the new date's October 21st.
No, he said that the rapture was the May 21st.
And then the end of the world is October 21st.
Yeah, so he just said, it was a silent rapture.
No, bullshit.
That's what
There's
he
no
said.
such thing as a fucking silent rapture. Where was your you know what, if a horrible catastrophe had happened to coincidentally happen that day that took out, realistically, I don't know what number, but it was supposed to be 200 million people were going to be raptured on May 21st. There's no fucking way. Even a huge earthquake or something isn't going to take that many. Maybe like a massive nuclear explosion.
I don't even know if a massive nuclear explosion would take out 200 million people. That's almost the population of the United States.
No, you're right. You're totally right. Yeah, there's no way. So short of that, he really doesn't have a fucking leg to stand on. And now he's like, for real, get ready. Everybody sell your, don't worry about anything. Get rid of all your savings.
He's going back to the same thing?
Yeah, October 21st, and everyone's
my.
bummed out, and there's guys that have just dipped into their nest eggs.
Wait,
and,
his followers are still going, okay, well.
I don't know if they are now, but I know that they
Jesus.
did. There are a lot of people
Retards.
that just gave everything up, sold their homes, God bless you, Harold Camping. You're a real fucking diamond. You're a real religious fucking voice. I don't know what you call it. Piece of shit.
A leader.
No, he's a lunatic. He's an old man whose brain is deteriorating.
And he just wants to be right.
He wants to be right
And have a sense
because
of control.
he's gonna die soon, and
Yeah.
he wants to go out in this amazing fucking moment where
Yeah,
it's
it is. It's all about him.
Oh, totally, it's about him, and it's sad. And you know what, Harold Camping, you can suck my dick.
You're this week's. It'll be like Keith Olbermann used to do. We'll just rant about someone, and then
Yeah.
and you know what?
This week's you can suck my dick goes out to Harold Camping. No.
And president of the IMF, Dominic Strauss, said, you're a filthy, disgusting man who takes advantage of his powerful position. And you know what, Dominic Strauss, you can suck my dick.
Yeah, no, that's too. I don't think we'll ever get that politically driven on this show. All right, next email. Are we done? Is that it?
Why don't we keep it nice and tight?
All right. Okay, so that's it. That's listener email.
Keep sending emails. We'll get to
Wait.
your emails. In case you haven't noticed, we built up quite a backlog of emails. So you might be listening to the show going, I sent them an email 6 months ago and they never read it. Well, guess what?
Well,
I go and I skip around. I jump around. I go through the months. I go through the
look,
weeks.
it's not me. It's Ryan. He's in charge of the
I
email.
am the god of the emails.
I don't even know. I read them all when they come in, but then they just after I read them, I forget, and my memory's horrible, and they just disappear. And then Ryan retrieves them.
Anyway, so I hope you, God, I don't know. I hope you keep writing us. Hope you keep
Yeah,
listening
just
to
keep
us.
writing. Okay.
Tell your friends. Maybe, fun. Why don't next time the Onion Navy Club does one of these Podmass articles,
look.
you write in the comment section, hey, check out this Grandma's Virginia
but
podcast.
people have done that. People have done that before.
Once or twice.
All right.
I say we turn our listener audience into a bunch of juggalo type, rabid,
I don't want that.
lockstepping.
I don't want that either.
Okay,
That's not
yeah.
cool. All right, everybody. That was episode 33 of the Grandma's Virginity podcast. I hope you liked it. Don't forget to download our iPhone app.
Designed by the great Rob Banagali.
And it works on the iPad and the iPod
But
Touch.
not Android, and I just got an Android phone,
Yeah,
so where's my Android
whatever.
version?
Look, beggars can't be choosers, and I'd say for a beggar, that's like a $100 bill getting that app. So thank you for that. And download it and use it. And rate us on iTunes, seriously, please. We did find out conclusively that iTunes ratings does improve your rank, whatever the fuck that is, in iTunes. So that's one way to help the show.
Think that's true.
It is true. It is. It
How
is
do you
true.
know?
God, I don't want to get into it on here, but I'll tell you after.
Really?
Yeah. And please send your emails and all your shit to us.
We're siphoning listeners, and if you'll just if you don't want to write us on iTunes because you think the show is not that good, just tell us what we're doing wrong. Is it the frequency? Is it? I don't know.
I don't care. Look, don't tell us what we're doing wrong.
Yeah,
We
what
don't
do we need? A
care.
fucking focus group like we're a Hollywood
look,
studio or a
this
network
is-
TV
this
show?
isn't-
Fuck you!
Yeah, this isn't. We're not getting paid to do this. We're just doing it because we enjoy it. It's a good outlet for us. Even if we only have 8,000 listeners as opposed to the 15,000 we had, a couple months ago.
We have neither of those numbers.
Well, we're higher than that, but still, I don't want to brag or cry about it. All right, so that's it. That's it. Tune in next time.
What about the thank yous?
All right then, Holmes, that was episode 33. Twice as good because 3 is the magic number. Yo, just Ryan and Justin. Why don't you get up and rate us on iTunes if you haven't already now? And tell a friend, y'all. Send us your emails at grandmasvirginity@gmail.com. Check out our website by going to www.gvpodcast.com, homie. And don't forget to download our iPhone apps, fool. It's free as a bee is free. And don't be a home slice. Search for Grandma's Virginity in the App Store. Big shout out to Rob Benegali for all that noise. Follow us on Twitter at Grand's Virginity and join us on Facebook by dialing up www.pigsarepeople.com. Join me on Facebook too at www.facebook.com/bigvoiceoverfun. I'm your announcer, Smith Harrison, reminding you it's all about the Benjamins, baby. All right, Holmes, have a money week, and we'll see you in 1 week with our very special guest, Robert Kirkman, the creator of Walking Dead. We'll catch up with you then, dog.